Today, let's do the questions and answers from the lesson Art is for Everyone. If you have not watched the first and the second part of the lesson, please do so before you watch this video. Here is a link to the first part, and you'll find a link to the second part down below. If you have watched both the videos and you have been reading the text very well, if you have read the lesson thoroughly and understood it very well, and you're ready to move forward, then we can start with today's lesson. But first, let me introduce myself to all those who are new here. I'm Lane. I'm an English teacher, and my channel, English Made Easy, is dedicated to creating easy and interesting lessons so that you can improve your English in an enjoyable way. If you have not already subscribed to English Made Easy, please do so right away so that you can get notified each time I post new content. My content is easy, interesting, and will help you to improve your English. Shall we begin? So here are the quick answers from making connections. Put a tick against the statements that are true and a cross against those that are false. I'm sure that it was a very easy lesson and you understood it very well. I did tell you that if there was any part of the lesson that you did not understand and you wanted me to explain it to you again, you could tell me and I would do so. But since you haven't, here are the questions, and I hope you get them all right. Let's start. The first one, Margaret wanted to be an artist. Is that true or false? Did Margaret want to be an artist? True. The second, a boy at school made fun of the picture that Margaret had drawn of her house. Did that happen? Actually, that's false. I'm sorry, there's a tick there, but you should put a cross there because a boy at school made fun of the picture that Margaret had drawn of her house is false. Margaret had not drawn a picture of her house. Margaret had drawn a picture of Tippity Witchet's house. Therefore, that answer is false. B is false. The third one. Tippity waved her magic wand over Margaret and she became a better artist. Did Tippity do that? Did Tippity wave her magic wand over Margaret to make her a better artist? No. D. Margaret's mother did not draw anything. Is that true? Of course, she did say that she did not want to draw. She would just sit back and watch everyone else drawing. But did that happen? No. She did draw. She used chalk. Drawing pictures was great fun for everybody. Did they all enjoy themselves? True. From the story, pick out all the things that Margaret has drawn and make a list of them in your notebook. So let's see if you can think of them all. Every single thing that Margaret drew from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. List them for me. And now let's see if you got them right. Margaret drew Tippity Witchet's house, flowers, the sun, boats, fishermen, the sea, the sky, and the sun again. Why am I repeating the word sun? Because in the beginning of the lesson, when Margaret drew Tippity Witchet's house, she drew flowers in Tippity Witchet's garden and she drew a cheerful sun in the sky. And then towards the end of the lesson, when she was with Uncle Dot, she drew again. And this time she drew boats, fishermen, the sea, the sky, and the sun again. But the sun at a different location. That's why I've repeated it. The next question, reference to context. Tippity Witchet looked at the picture and smiled her biggest smile. What a lovely drawing, Margaret. You are a fine artist. Where were Margaret and her mother at this time? What had Margaret drawn? How did Margaret feel after she heard Tippity Witchet's words? Do you know? Margaret and her mother were at Tippity Witchet's house. How did they get there? They rode their bicycles. Margaret had drawn Tippity's house. Well, not only the house, but also the flowers in the garden and a cheerful sun in the sky. How did Margaret feel after she heard Tippity Witchet's words? Margaret felt a little better. Let's move on. Margaret chose markers and her mother picked out a few bits of colored chalks, something she used to draw with when she was a child. In no time, everyone was busy drawing and painting. Who else was there with Margaret and her mother? Who else was there? B. Which group of words in the extract means soon? C. What did all of them draw and paint? Got it? Let's see if you got the answers right. Who else was there with Margaret and her mother? Uncle Dot was there besides Margaret and her mother. And Tippity Witchet, of course, was also there. Which group of words in the extract means soon? In no time means the same as soon. What did all of them draw and paint? All of them drew what they could see. Each one's drawing had boats, fishermen, the sea, the sky, and the sun. But each one had drawn the things in a different way. Each one's drawing was beautiful. Did you get all the answers right? If not, you can make a change and correct your answer. Was this lesson useful to you? Did you learn from it? If it was, do hit that like button, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments if you would like help with anything else. Till we meet again, I'll say cheerio.